All right. Shinkyu. Hadouken. What's up, Titty
It was
Lee?
so light and polite.
Hadouken. What up, y'all? It's Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
I am Black Ryu, aka Blu.
Mm-hmm. And I'm Chun-Ki. Now my leg was going like that when I was saying
Can you do that in real life?
yes, but on a lower level. You know what I'm saying? Like I would never want to show her up, you know.
Show up Chun-Li?
Yeah. So I would just, you know, pay homage, pay respect to the OG, the original, you know. So now I have a
very
little
sexified.
Yes, I have a
Chun-Li.
little altered version.
Both of our titties
her,
are out today.
You know.
Uh-huh. The one with no bottoms. And really no top.
Actually, I do have a bottom.
It's like the equivalent of wearing an apron and nothing else.
This was the Leg Avenue version, the sex kitten, you know.
Are those coffee filters, or did that come with it?
No, these are the bun covers.
Mm-hmm.
Don't play with me.
I just didn't know if you did like some DIY.
I didn't.
You know? Oh.
This actually came with a different Chun-Li outfit. So I have two Chun-Li outfits.
Oh,
One,
you mixed them?
I look like a slave, and the other, it looks so
was
bad.
that?
I look like
What costume was that?
Stuffed. I look stuffed and all bloated. I look like a thick slave.
So that was the original fit.
That was the original
one
fit
with
that
the,
these came with.
That must have been the one with like the stockings and stuff like that?
No, it was fully covered up to the top, but I just look like.
Is that the one with the buttons on the side?
No, it ain't got no buttons. It's just drawn. You know, it's no.
Kind of like the material I have, like the costume material.
Yes.
I don't know anything else that comes like this. It's just during Halloween time.
Yeah, it was the worst version of Chun-Li that
should have worked out a little bit. Got a little buffer, you know.
I mean, it fits.
I apologize to the boxing enthusiast. I did not wrap my hands correctly. I didn't wrap the fingers. So these might be just falling off the bone throughout this podcast.
You're not supposed to wrap the fingers, are you?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you wrap it like that.
You wrap it around the base. You wrap the fingers around the base.
I don't remember when I used to do boxing. I don't remember them wrapping it around my fingers.
You didn't do the individual fingers wraps?
I think you might be all right.
Well, we'll see.
Because don't... Oh. No. Okay.
What?
I was thinking about how your hands go. I was thinking about boxing gloves, how they usually wrap before they put them in boxing gloves. Mm-hmm. He doesn't wear boxing gloves, so he would be wrapped a little different.
He does wear gloves.
He does?
Not boxing gloves. It doesn't cover the whole thing. They're like fingerless gloves.
Oh.
So I just went with the red wraps. I had somebody going to all these like Instacarts. Like my Instacart was going to like Big Five and all these places, and they were just like, we don't have the red wraps, but we have this thing, and it'll be like a baseball mitt or something. And I'm like, that's not even close. So I opted into the hand wraps. But no,
okay,
Street Fighter's a vibe this year.
I mean, I had to ghettoify this outfit because there's no outfit like this that could fit my boobs. So this is actually a swimsuit top.
Oh, it sure is.
It's a swimsuit top, and this did not fit.
So that's tied to your swimsuit?
This is, these two actually did come with the outfit. So I bobby pinned this top to the swimsuit.
What is that red thing?
I don't know. It came with it. Like, I have a couple of them.
Oh, does Chun-Li have
It looks really cool.
I've never noticed that on Chun-Li.
So, yeah, I knew that this wouldn't go around. And then the hair ties that came with this, I used to wrap it around my waist.
The hair ties for the little buns?
For the buns, because it came with gold ones.
So is there like dreads rolled up in there?
Yeah.
That's funny. I didn't notice it was part of the swimsuit until just now.
Yep. So I had to ghettoify it because these boobies are unforgiving.
I feel it.
All right. So, you know, there has been times where I've been trying to get on dad jokes. You know what I'm saying? So
you've been on dad jokes?
I've never been on dad jokes.
Really?
No.
No.
No. I just did. It was almost like an obstacle course of games, and I was going
Forward
against
games.
Tony
Yeah.
Baker, and there was a segment where we did a couple of dad jokes back and forth.
That's what I'm thinking of.
That's all I did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I got one for you.
All right.
You ready?
You getting Hadoukened if it's not funny.
All right. What do you call a black archaeologist?
What?
A digger.
It's pretty good. It's not bad. A digger. Crazy. My digger.
Raw digger. I always bring a raw digger on the show. Why do I do that?
What did Ryu say when Ken asked if he could borrow money?
Show you can.
Sure you can. So just so you know, dad jokes etiquette is to let the nigga say the punchline. Just so you know.
Okay, do it
just
again.
Say what? And then you're like, oh, I've never been on the show.
Okay.
That's why. No, I don't want to do it again.
No, do it
I
again.
don't want to do it again.
I didn't know.
Exactly.
Now I know.
You took
So
away
now
my-
I'm ready to go.
Stole my thunder.
I got excited because I was like, "Oh shit! I actually guessed it."
Which is
I'm
crazy
never
because
able
I
to
knew
guess
Digga
it.
and I still let you have it.
That's because I told it to you before.
See how far etiquette goes?
Oh my
I
god!
know almost every dad joke, so it's very fun to me when someone tells me a new one.
Okay.
But some of us are better at playing it off than others.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Damn.
Since we're in the street fighting mood,
You got a fact?
we starting with facts?
Yeah.
Oh,
I got a fact.
Okay, me too.
Okay. I'll go first.
Go first.
All right. I have a Chun-Li fact.
Oh, a Street Fighter fact. That's kind of fun.
Yeah. So basically, it's just for those who don't know, who she is for real. I'm going to let you know a little history about her. It's very
Okay.
quick, though. Chun-Li was born in 1968.
Oh, she old as fuck.
This would make her 55 if Street Fighter 6 took place in 2023.
She looks good.
But the timeline of Street Fighter has never been confirmed, and it's not known when Street Fighter 6 actually takes place.
Mhm.
Based on phones, Chun-Li might be around 45. in
Based
Street
on
Fighter 6.
phones? Is that what you said?
Based on the phones, Chun-Li might be more around 45 in Street Fighter 6.
I don't get it.
I don't know what the phones means, but
I always thought it was kind of back in the day because Guile, who's the American soldier,
Mhm.
whenever we go to his level, it's kind of like, it looks like they're like Vietnam era,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
like old school army. If
But
that's a thing.
okay, so the game wasn't out in 1968.
No,
No, so
I'm just saying like every
They're
game has
just
their own
making-
timelines.
yeah.
So yeah, I never really thought about what year it was, but it makes sense. Who else? Who besides Guile would give us like a timeline on it? Because everybody else is. I mean, I guess this E Honda is a sumo wrestler, and that looks like he's kind of like in an older Japan. Yeah, it does look a little 70s-ish,
Mhm.
80-ish. I never really thought about that.
and her dress is called a blue kapow.
A kapow.
Kapow.
Okay. Kapow. She should have had a move called Kapow. Well, I have a Street Fighter related fact too, because there are some levels where you can see the sun in the background, and there's some levels that you can see the moon in the background, I think.
Okay.
So I have a moon fact.
Oh, really? Wow, you pieced that together.
So the moon is 1/400th the size of the sun, but also 1/400th the distance from Earth. So that results in the moon and the sun being the same size in the sky, which is a coincidence not shared by any other known planet-moon combination. I never thought about it like that. They are kind of like the same. Sometimes the moon be bigger.
But the sun is further away, yeah?
Right, but it's way bigger. That's what
Right.
they're
It's gigantic.
So the smaller one is closer,
Mhm.
but it's
So
kind
it
of like the
appears.
same. It says the
Mhm.
moon is 1/400th the size of the sun, but also 1/400th the distance from Earth. So
It's
they're
kinda
kinda
like-
the same.
if you think about it, it's kind of like those camera tricks, how you can go and stand in front of a boulder that's sitting up and then put your hands up and it looks like you're holding it.
Sure.
You know, so that kind of reminds me of that.
All right. I had a Viagra fact, but I switched it up.
Why?
Because I had nothing to do with Street Fighter. Next time. Neither did the moon, though. So
right, but you made it happen.
We'll keep trucking through. All right. But in the spirit of fighting, I saw a thread that's basically social media users tell stories about when they realized they hated their partner.
Oh my God. I saw that one, but
one?
I didn't read it. I didn't read it, so I'm excited.
The thread starts off, of course, we're asking ladies. Ladies, how did you realize you hated your boyfriend?
Oh my God.
And let me tell you, some of them were too late.
Some or most?
Some of them weren't vetting their people properly until it was way too late.
You just got to hope that he's ready to go too, because if he's not, he's going to make it hell. Mine is, what alcohol messed you up so bad you swore you'd never drink again?
Immediate. Never drink again or never drink that again?
Never drink it again.
One stands out.
So you have one?
Oh my God. There's one that I said out loud that I would never do it again.
Okay.
And then we drank some in Greece. Because
Wow.
it was the only thing available and it was disgusting. So you probably know what it is.
Damn.
But that was the only time I really crossed paths with it again. I have two. Oh
You
my
have two?
God, I have two. Oh my
So
God.
am I going first or you going first?
Two. Rock, paper, scissors, since it's Street Fighter. On 3 or on go?
3, then go.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. You didn't do anything.
Good.
You went like this.
I was focused on making the noise.
Get it together. All right. 1, 2, 3. Ha-ha. Hadouken beats Rock.
Okay.
All
So
right.
you want to go first?
I'm going first.
Okay.
Ladies, how did you realize you Hadouken hated your boyfriend? That was so dumb. All right. Number 1. I was almost 36 weeks pregnant.
Oh.
When I almost collapsed trying to do laundry by myself. He finished work and went to football practice instead of checking on me. But a week earlier, he came home early from work because our dog ate chocolate and he was worried.
Oh my God.
When old
So that was
Fido is more of a priority.
Damn. That was her finding out he didn't like her as much as he liked the dog.
He liked the dog.
Yeah.
He ate chocolate and came home and she collapsed. But I mean, she was doing laundry. It's not life or death, you know.
She collapsed. That's the life or death part.
But laundry, you know,
Laundry,
toughen up.
Schmondry, okay?
Toughen up with your pregnant ass.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding. All right. I felt gross every time he would kiss me. Oof. Must be the breath. When I couldn't stop cheating.
Ooh.
Couldn't stop.
The thing is, you never liked that man.
How do you realize when you couldn't stop cheating? Is it after the second one or after the third one? Or
It's probably, I don't know, because I ain't experienced that, but I wonder if it's just like, okay, he's a good man. You know, I want to see this work. So I'm gonna do my best, and then if you keep getting tempted by then you realize like, okay, I don't really want to be in this because he doesn't keep my attention like that.
Right. My ex, I was 9 months pregnant, and asked him to take the trash out, and he said I was still able to walk, so I could take it.
But even if she wasn't pregnant,
you could walk,
take
right?
the trash out. What? She should have picked him up and threw him out.
Oof. This might be the worst one. My grandma died, and he didn't attend the funeral nor call me. He wasn't there for me either after that.
Ugh.
That might have just been a nigga she messed with.
Some of these guys, I guess, don't feel like they're in the relationship with you. They're just there, around.
Didn't even check on her. It's crazy. I had to get a simple surgery done. BBL. No, I'm just kidding. I was put under anesthesia, and Afterwards, he complained about how he hates being in hospitals. Sped home, hitting every bump, which hurt the fuck out of me. I wasn't supposed to be left alone, but went to New York and left me with our 3-year-old at the time. Yeah, that one really stacked
these
up.
Are the worst.
That one really had some levels to it.
It's crazy that all of these have the same thing in common. It's they start hating their partners because they were inconsiderate as fuck.
Or abandoned during a time that they really needed them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough.
Mostly pregnant or with a kid. Some people just be having kids with whoever, not vetting something that is for life. When my ceremony to complete school came up and he started an argument the day before just so he can have an excuse to not come, which he didn't. Broke up with him that morning after the ceremony. Had to put that little empowering line at the end.
She wanted to make sure she wasn't out here.
The pre-argument was crazy. He was like, damn, that shit what? 12 to 6? Who's Kyle?
Right.
Who's Jeremy?
Just throwing something out there and hoping something sticks.
I was no longer sexually attracted to him, and all the flaws I used to ignore started to disgust me. So some of these just be like, it just happened. Mm-hmm. It wasn't even like he did anything. It was just like, ugh, I ain't trying to kiss or smash anymore. Mm-hmm. His phone was broken, so I hadn't talked to him all day, and he finally called, and I was so upset to see his name pop up on my screen. That was the beginning of the end. Oh, so she took a break from him and liked it. And then when he came back, she was like, oh, shit. I've done that before.
You took a break and liked the break better?
Yeah, I mean, like...
Ooh. Okay, every time you do that, just pull it to the front, because it'll be sitting... You're about to be like Ray J's hat.
Ryu's, his stuff be all over the place.
Oh, okay. Well, if you want it to be like that, I'll let it go.
When he purposely let me sleep through my alarm I had set for work, when I asked him why he didn't wake me up, he said that I was a grown woman.
He could have said anything else but that.
What kind of sabotage is that?
He could have said, I thought you might have needed your rest. It seemed like you had a long night, long day. Like, he could have said something.
So did he turn the alarm off? Because when
Some dudes don't want to see you win, so they'll sabotage you.
But it's like the alarm was going off. If he was awake, he either had to just listen until it stopped or stopped it himself. But it's crazy to stop it yourself and still not be like, all right, you got to get up, Although some of y'all,
the sabotage,
women just are impossible to get up. And it's just like, y'all
you got to try.
Right. But even after the 5th try, if they ain't up, it's like, all right, well, you missing it. And you got to try though. Damn. I hated when we was on good terms. I used to start shit so he would stay away from me. Why even be in it?
Yeah, you should just break up with him.
That is crazy.
That's insane, the type of things that people will endure just to not have to say how they feel or make a change in the relationship. It's like, look, I'm not about to sit here and be miserable for nothing.
Right.
We gotta go.
Wasting precious time. We were on holiday with his friend and his friend's partner, and he got really drunk when we went out, and I told him to chill, and he didn't. His friend told him to chill, and he did. I couldn't look at him the same after that.
Oh.
The respect levels. Now, to be fair, it could have just been the second time he heard it. He was like, all right, maybe I should chill. It could have been second.
That could be, but sometimes
it's like a
dudes won't
thing.
listen to their girl when they girls say it, but when they friends say it, they be like, oh, you know what, you might got a point.
I am tripping a little bit.
Right.
I am yelling.
Listen to when I say it.
Right. Right. Also, almost everybody in the group telling you to chill is like, you wildin'. You on some bull.
Right.
Towards the end of a situationship, he wanted to be serious. I didn't, and he wanted to cuddle, and I've never gotten so irritated by someone touching me. I wanted to scream. There wasn't a lot of punctuation in that. It was kind of confusing.
I feel you. So she was basically friends with benefits, and she wanted to keep it that way.
And then
he wanted to more
cuddle. You ever cuddle with somebody you don't like? It's horrible.
Ugh.
It's just like...
Yes, I have.
That's rough.
Oh, it's tough.
Because it's not even like something you could put everything to the side. Like, you know, it's cuddling is just like it's really no reason if you don't like the person. So you're just like,
I was in a relationship, and I mean, it was a big shower, but he never let me shower alone.
oh God.
And I wanted
That's
to
great
shower
alone time.
alone, and he was just like,
oh, you took a shower?
Yes, exactly. And I would be like, oh my God. So sometimes I would like sneak to get in the shower, and he would almost feel like betrayed that I was
You washed yourself
that I was
without
like
me?
getting out while he was trying to like hurry up and get in.
Why
And-
did you ever just tell him like, can I shower by myself?
Yeah, but he got like, he didn't like that. He felt like, you know, my feelings were changing or whatever. And I was just like,
That's childish as hell.
but
Jesus
I
Christ.
wanted to take a shower alone sometimes. You know, I wasn't just like, I'll never shower with you again, you know, but sometimes I wanted that, you know.
I don't like showering with people. That shit is boof. Okay. And then someone said, my ex made me think I was asexual. How do you even do that? Were they not having sex?
I don't know. What is asexual?
That means you don't like nobody, right?
Damn.
You just fuck yourself.
That's tough. Ooh.
That's crazy. That's when you just don't like nothing. But that's crazy.
That's crazy. Oh, yeah. Experiencing no sexual feelings or desires, not feeling sexual attraction to anyone. Eesh.
I remember we did a great taste, and Tony Baker said he thought I was asexual. I was like, what? What made you
There's
think that?
no way.
the hell,
You
man?
don't give that off at all.
Okay, it's a couple of my friends in these comments. I said, when I used to hope he had work. No, excuse me. When I used to hope he had to work late so I wouldn't have to see him or anybody tied to him. These are some wild situations. These are some wild
Damn.
situations. I need to do the nigga version.
Yes. I think I've done one similar to that where like, fellas, how did you know you hated your girl? And it was quite mean.
Okay.
Men are meaner than us.
I just read you might be right, I just read the worst one. My father died, and instead of my ex-husband coming to the funeral, he used my dad's obituary to get time off of work, and he went out of town with another female.
The audacity.
I had about 3 of them in there.
That is tough.
That's
Taking
insane.
a chick on a trip, using your wife's dad's father
obituary. I can't come to work today. That's insane.
What if she was at work? Like, what was he took his work wife.
Damn. Said when my pussy stopped working for him and I thought it was me. Whole time she just needed a new daddy.
Oh, that's really sad.
I'm gonna end it with this. This is a nice little comment from a fellow woman in the section. Pregnancy is too late. At that point, you're tied to them for at least 18 years. They don't switch up when you get pregnant. There are always signs before that, but we're not ready for that conversation.
Mm-mm.
I agree. You don't go from Mr. Perfect to bullshit just because there's a person in the belly.
It's interesting to me that people will say you're tied to them for 18 years. No, you're tied to them for life.
Yeah.
You just might not have to see them as much after they turn 18, but every
Yeah.
one of their events that they have, both y'all gonna have to be at. So you're gonna have to see this person pretty much for the rest of your life. For
It's kind of a
birthdays.
dated rule too. Ain't nobody moving out at 18 anymore. Not because they feel like they're grown and ready. It's usually like, I got to get out of here. I'm legal enough to leave.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole, like, I feel like farmers used to say that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, 18, you're good. You can have a wife and kids in a house, a 2-story house. Like, I don't really see 18-year-olds that aren't famous doing that.
Mm-hmm. Because what happens when that kid has a kid? Now, you know, y'all got grandkids together. And so
Right.
you're just not going to come to all of their events. Like, you're literally tied to that person for the rest of your life.
Yeah, but I feel like our generation and below, they don't even make it past the pregnancy. The amount of women I've seen that were just like, my baby daddy, I'm pregnant. And then the next picture is them with just the kid is pretty sad. So I just feel like shit ain't really working out way earlier than the kid being 18.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like tied to them is almost done completely. But associated with, I feel like people just are co-parenting now.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
You got to deal with that person, though. And that's like,
I've heard some nasty stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, some nasty stuff.
Yeah, it's gross. It's gross. What about you?
When I realized?
No. Did you ever realize like a girl was done with you?
Yes. There's one specific one. Damn, what age was this? It was like early college. But I forget what happened. We had like a little... That's the thing with me. If we fight and stuff like that, she wants to take a break or I want to take a break, it's a very dangerous period of time because I enjoy solace so much that it's very easy for me to be like, well, this is way better. You know, I've even had like a girlfriend tell me like, I don't want to have a break because you might realize you like it more than being with me. And I was like,
if you like it more than that, you go. Like you give that person the freedom. I don't want to be in a relationship with somebody that feels like being alone is better than our time together. It's like, damn, like you can enjoy your time alone, but you can also enjoy your time with me. But if you just like, when you're not around, I'm the happiest. That's when I'm like, okay, well, then I'm not the one for you.
A break is a break, ain't it? So we had like a little tiff. And then I think like a week passed and it was like Friday. And I was like, all right, I'm going to hit her up. And I was like, this is kind of nice. Let's see if
she hits you up.
A few more days. And then the next Friday happened. So it was 2 weeks, no contact. And I was like, all right, I'm going to see how she is. And she was pretty much like, I don't really want to be with somebody who can go 2 weeks without talking to me. And I was like, it's a good point. That's a good point.
And you was like, pretty
much
yes.
Well, I mean, I missed her, but I mean, it was over, you know. I think that 2 weeks was telling me, you know, but she had a point. She was like, that was a long time, and if you were okay with that, in my mind, I'm like,
did you already have her replacement set up?
No, I don't know. When I take breaks, I actually have to take a break because if it gets to the point where I need a break, I don't want to be around any energy like that because more than likely the break came from arguing or just always we need to have these super serious talks and just all this stuff so for me to be like break from this and get right back into it is just like, to me, that's like when people are in a really crazy relationship, they break up with them and get right back into a relationship. It's like some people just don't like being alone, and I love it.
Okay, so my thread, what alcohol messed you up so bad you swore you would never drink it again?
I feel like everybody in their 20s has this story because it's like you get to the point where you can drink and start doing all this stuff, but it ain't the good stuff. You drinking bottom of the well,
bottom barrel.
If it gives you a headache that same night, not even the next day, it's time to hang up the gloves.
Oof. This person said, Ciroc, I threw up in my sleep and I blame Diddy.
Throwing up in your sleep is dangerous. That's how people die.
Dangerous. I know.
Damn, throwing up in your sleep? Ciroc is gross. It's very gross.
Not peach Ciroc. Peach Ciroc was not bad.
Nah, I used to have to go to this event that had free Ciroc, and it was not a Diddy party. I've never even seen Diddy there, but it was like a comedy show.
Was there baby oil there?
There's no baby oil. Because if so,
he was probably in the back.
It was in public. It was at the Chinese theater. But yeah, it was all day Ciroc, and it was just so gross. The flavors, all that. I totally agree, but it never made me sick.
It didn't make me sick, but I enjoyed peach Ciroc mixed with
That's a thotty drink.
Yeah,
or it was.
Yeah. But yeah, it was good though. It was mixed with that that clear. It was like peach cran. It was like a peach cran juice. It was an ocean spray drink that was mixed with peach Ciroc. It was so good. And then they made it a whore drink. Like, oh, all whores drink this. So it was like, but it tastes good.
Fireball,
so then we had to stop
Crown
drinking
Royal.
it because we didn't want to be labeled a hoe. And I'm like, what does that have to do with the price of tea? And trying to...
What's so bad about being labeled a hoe? They get
Everything.
They have all the fun. They get all the attention. Hoes be having better lives than people that call people hoes.
It's like, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. Shit, don't worry about me. Hypnotic and Hennessy mixed. Then I came behind it with Nouveau. One night I got so drunk I was trying to give directions. I thought I was in New York the whole time.
What?
I was in North Carolina. Never again.
She forgot what state she was in.
Yeah, that's crazy. But that Hypnotic and Hennessy is... It's bad.
That is a level of drunk I've never... I remember I was at a party and this cute girl was talking to me and she was saying... I thought she seemed perfectly normal. And then all of a sudden she was just like... I don't even remember what city it was. She was talking about like some city and I was like... She was using like current tense like words. And I was like... You know we're in Los Angeles right now. She was like, what? Oh, I thought we were... And conversation ended. I was like, ma'am... Please
she was
get
that
away from
drunk?
Me. She didn't seem like it though, but to forget what state is insane.
The Diddy jokes are just gonna keep writing themselves.
I'm so sick of them already.
Somebody
Jesus.
says Ciroc had me sick for 2 days, and I knew Diddy wasn't right back then. Four Loko. If the devil was a drink, it'll be that.
Yeah, Four Loko. I had it one time, and I didn't have like a crazy experience. But when I hear about how many people were throwing up, getting sick, having orgies, I was just like, nah, I'm good.
Damn.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Pink Whitney?
No.
I keep seeing that, and I've never heard of that, but they're saying it in here. I keep seeing Everclear, Pink Whitney, and Paul Mason. Or Paul Masson.
I've heard of Everclear. I've never heard of those other two things.
Jen is asking to black out. I've never gone on a drunk gin night.
There was
I feel like it would take two shots of gin and you out.
Bombay is okay with certain things. I hate the taste of gin, but in college there was like this group of girls who did gin and squirt. So every time I hung out with them, it was like a gin night. Those were good.
You know, I haven't heard squirt the drink mentioned in so long that when you said gin and squirt, I was like,
fill me up. I need a chaser. Straight from the source. From the tap.
Salty.
How you know it's salty? You freak.
2:11. I woke up on the gas station floor. Moments later, walking to the car, I woke up next to the car tire. It's been 20 years, never again.
Wait.
Damn.
He passed out on the in the shop
on the
or
gas station floor. That's what she said.
Oh, which is outside. And then woke up next to the car tire? Oh, that.
She says moments later walking to the car, I woke up next to my car tire. It's been 20 years, never again.
And she was driving. Woof.
That's
Can't do that.
tough, right?
Yeah. Some getting that drunk in public will definitely make you
and
not
by
wanna...
yourself.
Yeah, that's wild. At a gas station, she's lucky she woke up next to her tire.
Mm-hmm. Damn, Ciroc had me hallucinating. Tried it twice, and I said never again.
Hallucina. She was spiked. It's the Diddy effect.
So Four Loko should be banned, and 99 Oranges. That 99 had me calling Earl for hours.
99
Oranges?
Oranges?
I've never heard of that.
No, me neither.
What's yours?
Jose Cuervo.
Ugh.
I remember, I think I might have been 28, 29-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And had a Jose Cuervo night. And,
What'd you do?
Man, so it was a it was a freaky night.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? It was
Okay.
freaky. Me and this chick got very, very drunk. And before anything could happen, I started hearing that. I said, "Whoa." Tell me why.
uh-oh. It gets
She
worse.
was cool. She was super cool about it. But I was in this poor woman's daughter's bathroom,
Oh, no.
shitting my life away.
Pooping?
I
definitely thought you was going to say throwing up.
I wouldn't have minded that. But I was booty butt naked. Shitting my life. And I never like pooping at other people's houses. So it was just that bad.
So were you in the midst of smashing? Were you mid-smash?
I don't know. If...
Were you eating the box?
I don't know
what
if it was
doing?
in the middle, after. I in my memory, it was before. But
and you still was able to get freaky?
No.
Oh, so it was supposed to be a freaky night.
Either it happened and then I got sick, or it was like leading up to it because we were just like drinking and stuff, and then it happened. But definitely no freakiness afterwards because I was like in and out of consciousness. I just remember holding my stomach, like loudly shitting, like not even like trying to be discreet, to the point where she like
booty grenades going off,
booty nukes, bookular bombs, to the point where she was like in the door, like in the bathroom, like, "You okay? Do you need anything?" Blah 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 blah. And that's when I was like, Jose Cuervo.
I bet you stunk like hell in there.
I was probably smelled like a war field. But
she needed to wash the whole bathroom. She needed to wash the walls after you was done.
I didn't miss. But I remember swearing, like, I'm leaving this drink in my 20s. And then the other one, I literally had to leave. I went to Mexico, and in the duty free, I got 2 bottles of Hennessy White.
Oh.
And it messed us up, and it was just a terrible time, to the point where I left a full bottle just at the Airbnb. Just never. I was like, I'm not even taking this back to the States. I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't had since. Years and years and years. Jose Cuervo I haven't had until we were in Athens. And that was the only thing that the bar had. And even that was just like, yuck. But I will never get drunk off of either of those things.
I think my worst, one of my worst nights, I have 2 as well. The first one was when I turned 21.
Uh-oh.
And I think I've told this story before, because I never drank alcohol before I was 21.
Mm-hmm.
So my 21st birthday, we drank Smirnoff vodka.
Oof.
Smirnoff.
Nothing else.
Just shots of Smirny.
Big plastic bottle?
The big ass one, the huge one. And we were in my dorm room, me and the guy that I was dealing with at the time. And we got so messed up. And we was getting freaky. He was eating a box or whatever.
Nice.
And he would run out of the room and then come back and then start eating the box again and then run out of the room.
Oh, no.
Yeah, then come back, eat the box again. And then,
don't tell me.
Well, he was throwing up in between the times that he came back, and then he just fell asleep in it.
So he tasted the box and threw up, huh?
I knew you was going to say that. But he kept coming back.
You gave him food poisoning. Damn, so he was leaving little acidic chunks in there.
Yes. Well, he said he rinsed out. I couldn't tell, but I was in and out of consciousness too. So he would appear, and then I would see him run, and then I would fall asleep, and then
you
he'd
had
come back.
bile in there.
Mm-hmm.
Your box was filled with Simone bile.
It was the it was the worst, like, headache, hangover the next day.
I can only imagine.
And I was just like, I'm never drinking this again.
Have you drank that since?
No, I have not drank Smirnoff vodka. I've drank Smirnoff Ice. Those were good.
Oh, are those the little coolers?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like those.
I like those. But the actual, nope. And then the next one, this was totally on me. Totally on me. I had an Incredible Hulk,
Oh,
Long Island iced tea, and an Adios motherfucker.
all those are like mixed drinks.
All those are terrible on their own if you drink
Why
too many
Why
of
didn't you
them.
just double up on the first ones or whatever one you had?
Because I mean, it was at a party. I was with my dude, you know, we was gonna get freaky, and we did end up getting freaky. And when we were, I kept losing, like I blacked out like during the sessions. And
What was that?
it was a threesome.
Hey.
I kept blacking out, so I only remember like flashes of it. And then I low-key thought I saw other people in the room.
Wow.
And
now we're talking about Diddy parties.
It was just a flash, though. Nobody touched me.
All three of those is crazy.
It was like, yeah, it was flashes of it. And then I guess he must have had the same thing because he was wildly drunk, and it ended in a night of him being violent towards me.
Oh, this is a terrible night.
This
he got violent after a threesome?
Mm-hmm.
Who the hell gets violent after a threesome?
I don't know.
Did he not do well?
I don't know, because
usually when you're that drunk. Oh, okay.
He came, and after he did, we still had action, me and the girl. And so maybe he got upset that
he got jealous.
He was finished before we were.
He was just like in the corner like this.
I don't know, but I was so lit. I can't do stuff like that if I'm not lit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, feeling left out of the group. I mean,
I
mean, after those 3 drinks, I'm surprised he was even able to perform.
Yeah, he was. I mean, and I thought it was a good time from the flashes that I remember. It seemed like cool, you know. But I had never been in a situation like that, so I'd never messed with a female before. So it was like my first time. I was dog ass drunk, hammered. If I wasn't, I probably wouldn't have did it, you know, because it's just not. It's not really my style.
Him getting violent is the craziest part. Just watch.
Yeah,
I'll be like this.
Yeah, and then the worst part about it was like when I asked him, I was like, "Why'd you do that?" He was like, "I don't know. I was just so fucked up." And I'm like, okay, he was trying to throw me out of the room, butt ass naked, you know, like dragging me and stuff. Damn. So I had scrapes all on my elbows, my knees. Like I was bruised up.
No way.
Yeah, it was crazy. And this was a long distance relationship. So I flew back home the next day, and he had the audacity to send me a care package. So he sent some Neosporin with some Band-Aids.
The care package was medical items for what he did?
Yes.
That is crazy. That's crazy.
It's insane. So I told myself, I'm never going to do anything like that. That was a learning experience because everything that happened that night was a first time. You know, it was a first and a last.
Drinking something called Adios motherfucker, Incredible Hulk, and a Long Island. It's pretty insane.
I have not had a threesome since. I have not drank those 3 drinks in one night since, and I haven't been hit or nothing violent has happened to me since. Like that was a night of first and hopefully lasts for me.
That's crazy. That nigga was like, I finished too early.
So you can't.
Hot dog.
Like you bitches ain't gonna be doing this without me. Why I oughta.
All right. Well, try to think of something to not end on that.
Laugh at my pain.
Well, I don't know why he got upset.
He doesn't either. He couldn't give me. He doesn't either. He had no explanation, and I was like, "That's what's worse. That's the worst part is that you cannot figure out where that came from. So that lets me know that's going to rear its ugly head again in the future. And I don't want no parts of nobody that's going to be like that.
I feel that.
So that was I've never seen him since.
I mean, I think most, if not a lot of men have been in a situation where they maybe got too messed up for the threesome. And
You being one of them?
The only person I was violent against was my own Jimmy. Hadouken, sure you got. Where were you? Where were you?
When I needed you. When I needed you, you deserted me.
All right. Well, let us know when you first played Street Fighter.
Thank you guys.
This has been no. Let us know the last time you drank a certain type of liquor and which ones you swore off, and also let us know when you realized you hated your current or ex-partner.
Your current is crazy.
I mean, some people seem like they just be in that for a very long time.
Right.
So this has been another episode of Thick Threads. I have been Blu.
And I'm Chunky.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.